the most important was to win. You win tonight, but it was difficult.
Yeah, it was, in my opinion, a very even game between two teams. I think Villarreal is a very good team. They defended very well, difficult to open, we knew that. I think on the day probably we didn't hit the highest level offensively. The last touch, the last pass, last decision making, I think especially second half there was a spell where we kept giving the ball away. But the foundation in terms of working hard, be a unit, be together was very good. And I think on the flip side, I think we defended very well as well. We gave very little away. So that's a strong foundation to stand on. Of course, we need to do better offensively, but today we got the win and that was very important.
What's your feeling between tonight and the first game of the Premier League? It seems different. We are perhaps a little disappointed.
Yeah, I think it's in football. Both teams would like to win. Sometimes they cancel each other out a little bit. I think both teams. You did that. You know, they defend very well. Difficult to open each other, and sometimes that happens. And on the transitions we got second half, we couldn't. We didn't have the cutting edge.
You know, we speak a lot about Tottenham Hotspur in France because you play against Monaco and Paris Saint-Germain. You have a lot of players who play for Paris Saint-Germain in your teams. How do you think about this club, about your future opponents?
PSG and Monaco. Yeah, two good teams. Obviously, Monaco have done well, and especially also last year and this season as well. So that's definitely going to be a difficult opponent. We are facing them with a lot of offensive and good players. And PSG, obviously, I think last year they were the best team in the world. I'm pretty sure they are still up there this year.
What looked like it could be a very comfortable evening for Tottenham ended up being a really hard-fought victory. How would you summarise your team's performance?
No, I think to start with, 3 points, really important. We talked a lot about clean sheet mentality, and I think we did that great. They didn't have a shot on target throughout the game. So, yeah, a good game. Even though they push in the end, I think we managed to handle that well, yeah.
And of course, it was your cross that created the first goal. You got a goal and an assist against West Ham at the weekend. You seem to be really enjoying and flourishing at the moment with your football.
Yeah, it's been a great last couple of days, and I'm really enjoying to playing here and to play with the players. Yeah.
You spoke before the game about how being in the Champions League was always a dream for you. Under the lights, the Champions League anthem at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, was it as special as you'd hoped?
Yeah, amazing. As you said, a dream. Since I was a kid to play in the UEFA Champions League and at home as well. And a win in front of the supporters, amazing feeling, yeah.
And of course, like you said, it wasn't maybe the best Tottenham performance, but it's a winning start. 7 games left in the league phase. That must give you a huge amount of confidence you can go on and maybe finish in the top 8 or at least top 16.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Micky, well done. Was that a victory for resilience, do you think, tonight?
Yeah, I think it was a tough one. Not an easy one, and I think we didn't play really well today, to be honest, but it's an important one.
Is the frustration maybe you couldn't build on that fast start?
What do you mean?
Is the frustration you couldn't build on the fast start, a goal in the first 4 minutes?
Yeah, of course, we had a really good start, and of course you want to build on that, but you know Villarreal is also a really difficult team to play against. Also, every time on the counter-attack they keep the strikers forward, and you know they're really dangerous. So what you say, of course, it's stuff where you can't build on the 1-0 you make early in the game, but at the end we got the 3 points, and I think that's the most important.
So with 5 minutes to go, Mikotadze goes through. There's a clash. Are you a little bit concerned?
Yeah, of course, you never know what the referee is going to do at that moment. Because I go for the ball, it's not a red card, and yeah, I haven't seen it back properly, to be honest, so I can't really say what I think about it. But yeah, I went full for the ball, so of course you're concerned in this moment because you never know what the ref's going to do. But I think yellow is fair.
Another clean sheet. What is working defensively?
I think we know all what to do. It's the whole team, to be honest. Of course, it's defense. We worked also on quite a lot of things, but also with the whole team, I think we work on. We're more like tactical. We're standing better. We defend all together. We attack all together. And even if we have to come into a compact block, you see we're standing there. We know what to do.
Do you feel like you're a harder team to play against for the opposition?
I think we're a difficult team to play against, yeah, for sure. Because what I say, you also see that structure-wise, we're standing really good and we know all what to do. So I think we're a difficult team to beat.
And sum it up tonight for Tottenham, back in the Champions League, your Champions League debut, the manager's Champions League debut. Maybe not the performance, but the result is obviously all that matters.
The result is the most important, and that's the main thing. We got the 3 points, happy with my Champions League debut, and hopefully we can build on for this and on to Saturday.
Did you deserve better tonight?
Well, I think it was an intense game, very equal. Unlucky with that goal very early in the game, but I think we played a very good game, knowing that this stadium is not easy to come and play against. But I think we did well enough to maybe get a point. I think we lack a little bit at the very end to be more precise, to be able to create more chances. But also at the same time we didn't concede much, not many chances. So I think the game was quite equal, and at the end that goal at the very beginning was key.
When Van De Ven clashes with Micky 5 minutes from the end, you see that, what are you thinking?
The guys were taking me to do the interview, but I was going to ask our captain what the referee said. I asked the referee what's the little difference between being a red card or not. And apparently he explained to our captain. I was going to ask, didn't have time to, so I know a little bit more. I will ask now, you know, it's a clear chance of goal in front of the goal. Maybe it could have been a red card. It would have changed the game for the last minutes, but it is what it is. The game is finished now, and that's it.
What did you make of Tottenham, the new Tottenham under Thomas Frank?
Well, a very tough team, very intense team. They know what they do. The way they press is very intense, and that was tough for us. You know, we like to play in between the lines. They knew you can tell they were watching us quite close. We didn't connect that much between the lines, which is one of our strengths, and they did it well. Credit for that. It's a very tough team to play against. I think at the same time we did it quite well, and they didn't create many chances against us, so I think it was a very, very equal game.
Commiserations today. What did you make of your team's performance?
No, I think we started off really well. We pushed the game, you know, high intensity. Had our chances, obviously big one from me, but I think for the most part we played well, but obviously you got to win the game, and we came up short today.
Despite the result, it must take lots of positives from that performance, and it must give you lots of encouragement ahead of the 7 remaining league phase games to come.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, you know, take each game at a time, and you know, on to the next now. We came up short today, didn't get the 3 points, but yeah, on to the next.
Is there anything you think your manager will be looking to tweak or to change or to take from this game that maybe your team have learned from?
Yeah, obviously you can learn from every game. Obviously, this was a great side today. They started off their season really well, and they showed it today. But yeah, I think we pushed the game. You know, we played with high intensity, and we created some chances. So yeah, we just got to capitalize on those, and hopefully moving forward get 3 points.
And again, despite the defeat, Villarreal being back in the Champions League, back in an amazing stadium such as this, must have been a proud moment for you and your team.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, back in the Champions League, like you said, back where where we belong. So yeah, just take each game at a time, and yeah, try and get as much points as possible.